Sex is as natural to human body as breathing. It is one other dimension through which the human mind, the human body finds its release. Body is a closed entity. A few things are very important to understand about the body. Body is not open to the experiences happening either inside or outside by its own will. If you leave the body by itself without the intervention of your awareness, without bringing your thoughts and desires into the picture, body simply shuts down. It revolves around a few very basic processes, and even that, it goes on withdrawing its energies. It starts consuming less and less food. It starts moving less and less. It loses the desire to repair itself. Eventually, it just becomes useless. When I say body is a closed entity, what I mean is by itself, body is closed. There is something else, some other energy that interacts with the body that makes it open. And again, it's not open all the time. It's open during certain experiences. It is most open during an orgasm. Why? Because orgasm is not an experience. There is a lot of misunderstanding about sex and orgasm, which is what has completely perverted our understanding of two of these most basic processes of life. First, anything natural that is not forced on you, that is not added onto you, has to serve some purpose, and it has to be useful to your being in some way. Nothing is unnecessary in the body. All the biological processes aid in the body performing at its optimal level, repairing itself, taking care of itself. If something is rejected, it can only be done artificially from the outside, unnaturally and forcefully. Repression of sex is an outside phenomenon that tries to suppress the energies that want to find natural outlet from the body. That is why repression never works, because you are damaging the body, you're damaging the mind in the process by closing the doors of a body that is already closed. Sex is one of those few rare methods through which the body finds a release. Sex is not only one of the outlets through which the body finds its release, it is the only outlet through which it finds the ultimate release, bliss. And we have termed this a moment of orgasm. You experience something. It's pleasurable, it's blissful. At least you know that it is an experience you want to have again and again. Hence the craving for sex. But if you actually understand orgasm, you will see that it is not an experience at all. Now, why isn't it an experience? What is an experience in the first place? For something to be regarded as an experience, it has to pass through one of our five senses. You have to either see it, or hear it, or touch it, or smell it, or taste it. Everything we experience in the world is experienced through our five senses. Orgasm is the only such thing which we experience without the help of any of our senses. All the five senses are totally incapable of experiencing orgasm. Then what is it that you are experiencing? You are a physical body completely bound by the limitations of the senses. Everything you experience in life, you know how you're experiencing. You know through which sense it is passing through. Now, here is one experience that is totally beyond your understanding, beyond your explanation. You simply call it experience because you don't know what else to call it. In fact, orgasm is that moment when all experiencing ceases. One step ahead, even the experiencer ceases to be in that moment. It is not something that is happening to your body. It is not that you're touching one pleasure center in your body. It is the complete release of the body. It is the complete release of the ego, complete release of the mind. It is that only moment when you are not there. In all other moments, there is you interfering with the experience. And that is why no other experience can come anywhere close to giving you that experience that you have during an orgasm. So in a way, orgasm is that pure experience, the purity of which is a testimony to the fact that you are not interfering with that process. That is why it is so pure. Now, what do I mean by pure? By pure, I mean it has nothing to do with you, your mind, or your body. You have accidentally fallen into a realm. You've been given a glimpse of the beyond. Orgasm is that moment when you are touching a dimension other than the three-dimensional world that you're experiencing. Yes, you are experiencing inside you, but you're not experiencing it inside your body. And your mind is nowhere there. Your mind freaks out. By the time you're getting close to orgasm, it just disappears. Your body shivers in that moment. But if you pay closer attention, you will see both know something that you don't know. That is why they're trembling. That is why they're trying to run away from the experience. There is something else that is pushing you towards the experience. But your mind and body fear the experience. Why? Because orgasm is that only moment in your worldly experience where your mind and body both die. It is the death of the mind. It is the death of the body. After that, the mind comes back, the body comes back, but they're not the same. And it is only a glimpse. It is the glimpse of the beyond. It is the glimpse of your true self. It is the glimpse of your awakened nature. It is a glimpse of enlightenment. Orgasm is that moment when, without meditation, without going through years of meditative self-transformation, if there's any shortcut through which you can be given a glimpse of the beyond, it is orgasm. It is right there within us. It is too powerful a phenomenon. That is why it has been subjected to all kinds of misunderstanding, all kinds of suppressions, because it is the seat of religiousness. It is the seat of the search of man. All that religions have been preaching, orgasm nullifies it in a single moment. How can an experience of heaven be any more blissful than the experience of orgasm? Imagine if you were to tell someone, I'll take you to heaven, but you can never have sex. You will never experience this orgasmic ecstasy. You will experience all kinds of other things. You would say, I don't want it. If you truly understand, bliss and the nature of bliss cannot be two different things. There can only be one type of bliss. Bliss cannot be graded. Other emotions can be graded because there's a filtering process happening. Bliss, either you know it or you don't know it. You know bliss through sex. Then how is it that someone can promise you a greater bliss? No. They can only promise, or they can only guide you to that place where that one single momentary bliss can be extended beyond a single moment. That is what meditation is. That's what mindfulness is. That is what awakening is. Where what you're searching for is the same orgasmic bliss, but you're searching for it consciously. You're creating conscious pathways to get to it so that you can go there whenever you want. You can stay there for as long as you want. You can find the ultimate release that is not dependent on either your body or another body.